All right. We'll call the meeting to order. It is 7 p.m. Welcome everyone to the, what month are we? April edition already. So, can we start with a roll call, please, Kim?
Noreen Friedrich.
Here.
Adam Humpkin.
Here.
Andrea Corey.
Here.
Kelly Moyer is absent tonight. Greg Meyer.
Here.
Lisa Schumacher.
Here.
And Tyson Search.
Here. Perfect. We have a quorum. Everybody stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance with me, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Perfect, thank you. Got a couple people in attendance, some of our regulars here, welcome. Any public comments this evening? All right, perfect. Correspondence, I believe, is going around. Any correspondence? No correspondence, all right, easy enough. We'll get right into our business with our consent agenda. Mr. Grote, if you could walk us through that, please.
All right, well, you've got your reports and your minutes and your finances. Personnel items, we've got Julie Pyatt is resigning. She is possibly going to be hired back. We're going to post for that position and hopefully find somebody. She is retired and she is resigning to stay retired, and will hopefully find a middle school, high school business teacher. CTE, we do have a person, a Wade Brady is the name. Not Wayne Brady, Wade Brady. No leave of absences. Extracurriculars, a bunch came in today. Brody Mount for freshman boys basketball. We also have Augie Hengel, assistant football. Zach George and Mark Stewart are going to be volunteer football coaches. And Allie Butner for girl. Bittner. That U-E is an I. Okay. Allie Bittner, girls basketball for freshmen. Those are the extracurriculars that I've got. And we've got James Carver. We missed him last month, effective 3/8/24. He should have been moved from Class 1 to Class 2 as a driver. He's been here for 2 years. And then we've got vacancies. We've got a middle school, high school business teacher that needs to be added, behavior interventionist, and then we've got the summer workers that we do every year where we're looking for 4 custodians, 2 painters, 1 student groundskeeper, 1 student tech, and 4 student custodians. Given all of that, administration recommends the board approve the consent agenda as presented.
All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none, would anybody like to make a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Tyson. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Lisa seconds. Roll call, please.
Noreen Friedrich.
Yes.
Adam Humpkin.
Yes.
Andrea Corey.
Yes.
Greg Meyer.
Yes.
Lisa Schumacher.
Yes.
Tyson Search.
Yes.
Perfect. Takes care of that. We'll move on to our communications reports and presentations. Enrollment report is in the packet. Next item is the administrative reports.
Well, thanks for having me tonight. First, I want to start off with some of the past events that have just happened at the high school. On the left, we have 2 pictures from our Soaring Eagle Night. Every staff member picks a student and gives a great speech. It's an awesome night. I have Miss Arnold and Zane Bergman and Mr. Germain and Adam Woolen. We recently also had our Sweetheart Cabaret, and our top picture is Nick Elrich singing with Cole Gilkemper and Cole Gillespie playing guitar. Bottom, we have Bridget Whaley singing, Logan Hahn on the drums, and Lucas DeGroot and Gabe James on guitar. And we have Grace Crossley and Mary Brocklin singing a duet as well. It was a great night. There was a couple nights. Go to the next one, please. Upcoming events. Well, in about 25 minutes, we have a jazz concert that I did not put on there, but that is happening soon. Tomorrow night, we have the FFA banquet. That's why we've moved to tonight. Friday morning, we have Ace Olympics, which is a great morning event. If you can get out to the multi-purpose field, athletes from a couple local schools come and compete, and it's a great morning. Saturday night, we have prom. There's the flyer for it on the left as well. A couple of pictures, also, were some of our Ace Olympics athletes last year. Upcoming is our Penciler Banquet. It's our sports banquet next Monday night. We have the Erder Banquet, which really the ROE puts on, and it's, as I was saying earlier, it's Dupo, Waterloo, Jabot, Valmeyer, and us, and it's the top 15% of the class, with one scholarship going out to each building by the Erder Foundation. Illinois Science Assessment is our last major assessment. That is state assessment, I should say. That is coming up on our half day. Juniors take their science assessment. And we have band concerts the following. We have a band concert on the 29th and a choir concert on the 30th. One more. And then they're adding a senior music banquet this year instead of doing it at one of their concerts. And what every senior has wanted to hear is their last day is May 9th. Part of that will be the senior breakfast where we award, the scholarships are released and announced. We will have our senior signing, whether they're going to college or going to the workforce. We'll have that where the whole student body comes down and watches them. And later that afternoon, they're going to do their walkthroughs through the different buildings as they go back to Eagle View, Parkview, and the middle school to get clapped out kind of as they walk through their buildings, see their old teachers. And there's graduation on the 19th, which again, if you're interested in coming, please let me know so I can have the right seats. Those are two of the flyers we sent out to seniors and senior parents to let them know what events are coming and to be on the lookout for things. So on top of that, we have all of our baseball, softball, track and field, and girls soccer. So we're busy up at the high school. There you have it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Move on to our assistant superintendent report.
I can follow Mr. Reeves that fast, but I'm gonna try. So starting with some shout outs, I'm gonna start at Eagle View with Jen Welker. So she's one of our first grade teachers. Jen just does a fantastic job, obviously doing whatever is needed for the kids, but she is always so positive. She always has an optimistic outlook, even when things at this time of year are getting crazy. She's always smiling and she's like, we can do it. It just is contagious and it definitely helps, because we all have our moments, we all have our days, but so we appreciate that. Here at Parkview, I want to give a shout out to Megan Reddick, who again is always positive, but what I love about Megan as well that I think is commended is just her willingness to not only do what's needed for kids, but ask when she's not sure. A lot of times, teachers take it on themselves that it's all on their responsibility to do it because they want to do what's absolutely best for their kids, which Megan does, but she also is not afraid to collaborate with people and ask for help and what have you tried, and she will give anything a try, and then when it works, it's great, and when it doesn't work, oh well, let's go back to the drawing board and just keep going at it. Annie Dent is currently our drama sponsor, and then obviously we've hired her next year for 5th grade. I get to see Susical Jr. this morning, and I actually was standing behind Annie watching her watch the musical, and it was just, again, such a positive person. But what I thought was really cool too was she took the day off. She took one of her days off from her current position so that she could come here so that our Eagle View kiddos could go and watch the musical this morning at the middle school, which was super exciting to them. They enjoyed it. I think their favorite part was one of the young men in the play does back handsprings across the stage, and every time he would, it was like, whoa, like it was the coolest thing ever. But just really appreciate what she does, and she will absolutely be a great addition to the staff next year in 5th grade. Carly Atwell at the middle school as well. Again, just positive, just always doing whatever is needed for kids. It's very clear when you look at the numbers, when the middle schoolers were picking what electives they want to take, and to look at her numbers and how many students. I mean, I'm sure Spanish is very exciting, but to see how many kids would be in there, and I think a lot of that is attributed to her personality and all of that. And then at the high school also, I want to give a shout out to Rob Post, who again is just one of those people that is constantly trying new things, what's great for kids, and then again trying to collaborate with peers, with administrators to get some feedback so that he can kind of revamp He's been working a lot, working on Socratic seminars and trying those out in small doses, because that's a new concept for high school kids to have to lead the class and be at the center of attention and really lead those discussions. But he just does a great job with taking risks and trying things out with all of that. So wanted to just, like I said, shout out a few of those great things going on in our district with people. Like Mr. Reeves said, state testing, we're wrapping up IAR, but 5th, 8th, and our juniors are getting ready to take the Illinois Science Assessment coming up. So there's those dates. And then I told Mr. Grody this morning I felt bad recycling this slide yet again, but we're still like working on those curriculum maps. Tomorrow I'm with the PE department again to kind of finalize some things that are going on with them. Next week we have math going on, curriculum mapping and alignment and all of that, and really just fine tuning our essential standards with our focus skills and our assessments, making sure that we're getting good quality stuff. So hopefully before I leave, but if not, we'll have it all laid out for whoever follows me to bring to you guys to kind of present the new curriculum maps for you to take a look at with all of that curriculum that's going on. So I know I was not as fast as Mr. Reeves, but I felt the pressure, so.
It's quality, not quantity. All right, and now to our significantly less hairy superintendent.
Yes, I've had a haircut since the last time we met. I'm going to start with a shout out. Not everybody is aware, but Alyssa Smith has been working on her doctorate. And this week she defended, and it is now Dr. Alyssa Smith.
Congratulations.
The dissertation was on the teachers' opinions of professional development online and in person, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to being able to download the PDF. She is putting it into ProQuest. You'll be able to search it. Sometimes they don't allow people to
So if
search
you
it.
need something to fall asleep to, that's there you go.
It is quite the accomplishment, and I bet you are very happy to have that over, Dr. Smith.
Yes.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I did get a haircut. I did that with the Snow Angels. We raised $72,161 in total, which for childhood cancer, it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. We are going live with Link, our financial software. People are getting their new accounts in the new systems where they'll be able to log in and see their W-2s. They'll be able to see their pay stubs, all of that stuff. So this next payroll at the end of April will be the first one that goes live in Link. And I think at last count today, we were just under 200 people getting in and getting their accounts. This has been a long process, and I'm looking forward to it being finally at the next steps, but this is going to be the key. After this, we will start incorporating online requests for leaves and things of that nature, so we're going into an automated system. I sent out an email to everyone today regarding the PTA. They are looking for a vice president and a secretary, and I urge anyone that's interested, and the bylaws I was notified do not matter if you're a teacher. Some districts, some PTAs don't allow teachers to be on the exec boards, but they do. And so anybody with a child or wants to be a part of the PTA, they need a vice president and a secretary. The things that the PTA does for this district, the funds that they bring us, the trivia nights we get to look smart at, or not so smart in my case. It's a good organization, and we'd love to see some leadership step up for that. We will have executive session today. We will have one action item outside of it. I'll have some things to update you with, but shy of that, that's the superintendent's report.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right. Move on to our items for action. The first one is item A, which is approval of the Science Club field trip to, is it
Fermilab.
Fermilab?
Fermilab, yeah, we have Mrs. Kish here to answer any questions. I've been to Fermilab back, it was a field trip when I was in high school physics. It's a very good trip. I can't imagine what it is now. It's got one of the fastest computers, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
In the world at Fermilab.
Second largest particle accelerator in the world.
Yeah, with the CERN being the first.
Did you mind passing that?
Yes, please. I think, are those the ones that are in the packets?
Were they in the,
Did you-
yeah, they were in our
Yeah.
packet.
Did- same
They have them in the
thing.
packet.
attending at this point. It was limited because we were assuming we would take a white bus.
How many did you get?
How many?
How many are going to plan on attending?
Oh, we have more than 12 who want to attend, but, you know, again, we were figuring we'd have to take a white bus, so we capped it at 12. There are 30 members in the science club, and I think 18 responded that they would like to attend out of those. It would be in the summer, June 20th is I think the date we decided, because a lot of the members are seniors, and this time of year is just crazy for them to try to get away and go anywhere. It requires approval because it is over 200 miles away. It's slightly southwest of Chicago, Illinois, by about 45 minutes southwest of Chicago. That's thousands of acres, hundreds of acres. They do all kinds of research besides the particle accelerator, and they do free tours to student groups. The tour would be 3.5 hours long. We would tour the grounds. We would tour the track for the particle accelerator. They don't let us see the sensor array. Like, we get to see the control room, and they get to talk to some scientists who are currently working on various research projects. Scientists from all over the world work there. And they're at the cutting edge of particle research right now.
Administration recommends the board approve the trip, so.
What can we do that, so that they can all go?
Yeah.
That's why my
That's
question
only
is-
We
six,
can get
we're
a-
leaving away.
Yeah, well,
Can
If we get along, we get a bus driver to take the yellow bus, yeah.
I mean, that's, just CDL is the limit, you're trying to get under the 14 for the
Yeah.
yeah,
bus driver for the CDL.
But if we can get a yellow bus, certainly.
we can get a yellow bus.
I vote for it.
I mean, we have drivers do that pretty
Yeah.
often, don't we?
Yeah.
So-
I'm sure we could find a driver, yes.
Any other questions? Maybe like to make a motion, maybe to alter this proposal just slightly, I would imagine.
I think that what we would do is have the recommendation for the board to approve the trip to Fermilab, allowing all the students that elect to go with the transportation. So not limit the transportation.
Are you good with that, or?
Yes.
Okay. perfect.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw more on you either, so.
Will you have to get another chaperone, or will that
That
too?
should be, I have a mom on deck and another teacher who's, I can talk into it if I have to.
Maybe like to make a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
I'll second that.
All right, perfect. Roll call, please.
Adam Hunkin,
Yes.
Andrew Corey,
Yes.
Greg Meyer,
Yes,
Lisa Schumacher,
Yes.
Tyson Search,
Yes.
Lorraine Krieger.
Yes.
perfect. Well, thank you for coordinating that, that's great. It's a great experience for
you.
them. All right, next item is the approval of our amended school calendar for 23-24.
Yes, and as I said last time, with shy of no emergency days, this would be the final calendar. I'm going to say that again, shy of any emergency days, this will be the final calendar. We did take an emergency day for the 8th. And so administration recommends the board approve the 23-24 amended school calendar.
Questions, concerns, comments? Would anybody like to make a motion to approve the amended school calendar?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Noreen. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Tyson seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Perfect. Next item is C, approval of the 2024-25 student fees.
This is the first step to start getting next year's registration all set. And I forgot to say in my superintendent's report, if you know anybody that has a child that is 5 or is going to be going into kindergarten, please have them contact Eagle View, because currently our numbers of kindergarteners that are identified and registered is strangely low, like half of what we've had in the past. And so I'm confident that this is not a year where children weren't born. So if you know some kindergarteners, please let Eagle View know. But so that we can get the registration, that was a side little squirrel I was chasing. Administration recommends the board approve the student fees as presented.
Any comments, concerns, suggestions, discussion?
There are no changes from last year, so.
Okay. All right, anybody like to,
Changes. Oh, the planners were the only ones. It's a slight change.
gotcha, okay. Anybody like to make a motion to approve the student fees for 24-25?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Lisa. Second?
I'll second.
Adam seconds. Roll call, please.
Andrea Corey,
Yes.
Fred Meyer,
Yes.
Lisa Schumacher,
Yes.
Tyson Search,
Yes.
Noreen Friedrich,
Yes.
Adam Hemken.
Yes.
All right, item D is approval of our consolidated district plan.
This is that yearly task where we put all of the information from the parochial schools into a form. We say that we will follow all of these guidelines and rules and regulations. I strongly recommend that you approve the consolidated district plan. It is what allows us to get all of our federal funds and state grants. I suggest you approve it as presented because it will, if we edit it, they will probably tell us to edit it back, so. The state likes things worded certain ways, and
Yes, they do.
Comments are welcome as long as you don't have any, right?
you can have all the comments you want, but I'm not
Just
wanting
keep
to
yourself.
change the plan, because it will be approved as presented.
Any other comments or questions, concerns? Would anybody like to make a motion to approve the consolidated plan as is without any amendment?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Tyson. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Andrea. Roll call, please.
Fred Meyer,
Yes.
Lisa Schumacher,
Yes.
Tyson Search,
Yes.
Noreen Friedrich,
Yes.
Adam Hemken,
Yes.
Andrea Corey.
Yes.
All right, moving right along, our next item is the approval of the 24-25 Board of Education meeting dates. That's us.
That is us, next step for getting ready for next school year. We always meet on the third Thursday, and I know the irony of us meeting today on a Wednesday, when I say that, is not lost on me. I do think that keeping the meeting dates the way that we've always had them and the times, I see no reason to change them. So administration recommends the board approve the dates and times as presented.
Okay. And we got a couple of caveats to that with budget review, IASB convention,
Yes.
and a federal holiday mixed in there, so. All right. Any comments, concerns, questions?
For the December meeting, do we know, will school still be in session, or will the kids be on winter break by the 19th?
Still begin.
They will still be in. Christmas this year is one of those.
21st is the first day, yeah.
20th is a Friday.
Okay, the 20th then is our
Yeah.
last day.
Yes.
Any other questions? Would anybody like to make a motion to approve our Board of Education meeting dates?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Noreen. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Lisa seconds. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? It's unanimous. Next item is the approval of our athletic trainer agreement with ATI for 24-25.
Yeah, we've looked into many different options. We have experienced some turnover with our athletic trainers that we were not always happy with. The price is going up, or went up last year. So this is a one-year contract. I recommend that we stay with the one-year contract. We did meet with SSM to see if they would be interested, and it just didn't seem right at this time. We're gonna keep exploring that and maybe look at them next year. We also looked at possibly posting it ourselves. The regulations and the process of ensuring that your athletic trainer stays certified is a huge hurdle. And so hiring an athletic trainer is not, there's some logistical things that need to be dealt with. Ms. Scuda just hired their own athletic trainer, and we're gonna be interested to see how that goes for them. I did when we met with the SSM, I did say that, you know, it might be nice if we don't go with an ATI or SSM, maybe they could provide the professional development at a reduced cost if we hired our own person. But there's a lot of options. At this point in time, though, we need an athletic trainer for the summer, and for next school year, I would recommend that we continue with ATI and approve the agreement for the 24-25 school year as presented.
Now, how many hours does an athletic trainer provide? How many hours of service?
It's a
are we getting?
full-time job. I
It is.
mean, they're at most of the events. It's, They come in every day around, just after lunch and start meeting with kids if they
Depends
need
on
to?
if there's a night event that night, but yeah, works with students when they're in PE, with getting them through some therapy also. So there is time during the school day that they're in every day, yeah. And then they're at our Saturday events.
And then they're on call for the parents if there's issues or referrals that need to be done and whatnot, so.
Any other questions? Comments? Would anybody like to make a motion to approve the ATI athletic trainer agreement?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Adam. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Tyson seconds. All right, roll call, please.
Lisa Schumacher,
Yes.
Tyson Search,
Yes.
Noreen Friedrich,
Yes.
Adam Humpkin,
Yes.
Andrea Corey,
Yes.
Craig Meyer.
Yes. All right, next item is the approval of the first reading for the stipend job descriptions.
Yeah, we did not have job descriptions for our stipend positions and that includes our coaches and our clubs that are in the contract. So I went and found a template and started adding things to it. Put the things in that I thought were logical and made sense. I then shared the document with the people that actually do the stipend and got the edits from them. Went over it, cleaned it up, included their edits. You guys are having the first reading here. We recommend that you approve the first reading. I will then share it with the CEA and we will discuss it. At our last bit of negotiations, we had discussed that we need to get these job descriptions together and talk about the percentages and everything. But it's hard to talk about the percentages because a lot of times the clubs would ebb and flow based on who was running them. And so having these job descriptions for the minimum is the first step to that. And so if you have any comments on these, typos, I have a few corrections I need to make on it that that I had a board member share with me before.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah, exactly.
You're welcome.
But those are the details that we get. But anyway, I'll be sharing this again with the association, and next month we'll have the second reading and formal approval and adoption of the job descriptions.
Perfect. And for the public watching, first reading is pretty much just an introduction where we put this information out publicly so everybody has a chance to review it, not just us, but the public as well. So, any other questions, comments, corrections? Would anybody like to make a motion to approve the first reading of the stipend job description?
I'll make the motion, please.
Thank you, Andrea. Fair second?
I'll second.
Since there's money involved, let's go ahead and with the roll call, please.
Tyson Search,
Yes.
Noreen Friedrich,
Yes.
Adam Humpkin,
Yes.
Andrea Corey,
Yes.
Craig Meyer,
Yes.
Lisa Schumacher.
Yes.
All right, we're going to continue with first readings here. So next one is we have another update to our board policies. This is press issue 114.
Some of these were the yearly review that you have to do every so often. A lot of them had to do with the changes in some of the legal languages. The sexual harassment grievance procedure is now just the grievance procedure. Title IX also had some changes. There was one that had a question, and it was wondering if we wanted to add more information. That was 5-100 on staff development. And Alyssa and I, Dr. Smith and I discussed, and we feel like we should go with the default and not add the extra language. So administration recommends the board approve the first reading of the press policy as presented.
Any questions, concerns, comments? All right, would anybody like to make a motion to approve the first reading of the board policies as presented?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Lisa. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Tyson. Roll call, please.
Noreen Friedrich,
Yes.
Adam Humpkin,
Yes.
Andrea Corey,
Yes.
Craig Meyer,
Yes.
Lisa Schumacher,
Yes.
Tyson Search.
Perfect. That concludes our items for action for the regular session anyway. I'm gonna have one more after executive session here. Move on to our facility study, our discussion item, excuse me. The first one is the facility study. Who wants to do that one?
I will say that I will be reaching out to the architect to find out what's going on with the parking lot. I would have thought the last few days, I know the rain kind of, it looks to me like it's ready for the blacktop to be poured, or whatever the process is for the blacktop, but that should be getting done shortly.
They were rolling it today.
Oh, they were
and
rolling.
Working through some, looked like high spots, just getting it, I walked it before we came in.
Okay. I saw the roller out there. I didn't see anybody every time I went by, so.
Yeah, they were rolling it this afternoon and looked like they were working through, just getting everything
Okay.
just right as far as the prep work for asphalt. And I believe asphalt is scheduled for this week or next, right? To start
Okay.
asphalting.
Good. And as far as the other, the high school, everything's been going well. I think we're getting down to the final little bits
For phase one.
for phase one, yes. Phase two is coming along nicely though as well. The gymnasium plans are, it seems to be going easier than the administrative offices and the auditorium, but. Anything else? No?
Really? You're never lost for words.
I know.
It's been a long day.
It has. It has. Yeah, I just want to do a shout out to Tim Aarons with the city. He's an engineer with the city of Columbia, and he actually has been inspecting our project at least once or twice a day. So I ran into him and doing the same thing. So we've got a lot of eyes on the project, and it's nice to have some hands on and somebody, I'm not sure which one of you two figured out that we might have a problem with the curve, and we checked it out, measured, make sure we're holding our feet to the fire, and so yeah, this is a little bit different organization to deal with, I think. So but it's very good. I think we're very on top of stuff, and I believe I've spent more time in school this year than I did my whole senior year of high school. So it's good for me. So anyway, all right. Individual board member comments. Lively group tonight. All right. I'm not going to bore you with any more board president prerogatives, so we'll do that. We do have an executive session, and we're going to do that for the purposes of appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of a specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. 5 ILCS 120/2C1. Now, would anybody like to make a motion to adjourn into executive session?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Andrea. To our second.
I'll second. Go ahead.
Oh, that was real close. You're gonna give it to her?
Go ahead,
All right.
Noreen.
You guys are too nice. Lisa seconds. Thank you. She gave it to you. Roll call, please.
Adam Hudson,
Yes.
Andrew Corey,
Yes.
Craig Meyer,
Yes.
Lisa Schumacher,
Yes.
Tyson Search,
Yes.
Noreen Krieger.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go into executive session now. We do have one item for action, possibly as a result of our executive session. You're all welcome to rejoin us after that. If not, thank you for attending and have a great night. All right, welcome back. We've concluded our executive session. We do have one action item as a result of our discussion this evening, which is item A, approval of the administrative and non-union raises.
Do you have to do a roll call? Do we have to do roll call back in? No?
We already did that.
I don't think so, yeah, we're just in regular session again, I believe. All right, any further discussion, questions or comments regarding the item A? Hearing none, would anybody like to make a motion to approve the administration / non-union raises for this year?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Andrea. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Lisa seconds, perfect. Roll call, please.
Adam Hemken,
Yes.
Andrea Corey,
Yes.
Greg Meyer,
Yes.
Lisa Schumacher,
Yes.
Tyson Search, yes. Noreen Friedrich.
Yes.
That concludes our meeting this evening. The last thing is a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Noreen. Second?
I'll second.
Nobody wants to get out of here.
I know
Just
everyone
wanna
wants to
hang out.
keep going, all right. A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Perfect. That concludes the meeting. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night.